Hi, this is Niharika and welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I'm going to talk about things I wish I knew when I started my journey in the corporate sector. But because I didn't and it backfired and some instances are not so nice, I don't want anybody else to go through the same thing. So I hope it helps somebody out there. The first thing is that if it's not on paper, it's not going to happen. It's just sad how many people believe promises and then they regret believing them because it's a promise, right? Like that's what good people do. We promise each other things and then we fulfill it. But in the corporate, it's entirely different. If it's not written and if it's not an email, it's probably not going to happen. It's just in thin air. And one incident is that the very first job that I took up, so I remember how the salary offered in a different job was 20% more than what this person was giving me. And they very casually told me that, Niharika, you don't have to worry about it. Our appraisals are better than any other company here. So next year, we're gonna not just match it, but go above it. So just come at this salary, and then next year it's gonna get here. And there's nothing to worry about. And I believed him because I was 21 and naive. And I thought if he's saying it, he's gonna do it. And that was the biggest mistake because next year, it didn't even match, like it didn't even go up 10%. So, and this guy was promising me that it's going to go over 20%, but it never came true. And what could I say? I never had this in written, right? This was just an empty promise during an interview. So please do not believe anything if it's not written and or on email. And this is also prevalent if they're your close friends or somebody you look up to. The second thing is that you're not irreplaceable. Anybody can come in your place, and if you think you are paid less and you deserve more, trust me, at least in a place like India, 10,000 people would be ready to do your job for lesser money. So don't think you're irreplaceable. The only thing you can do to curb it is upskill yourself. The third thing that I want to talk about is that nobody cares about you if you leave. If you think that you've made really good friends and you leave and they will miss you, or your team is completely incomplete without you, and this is also obviously in wavelength with the previous point that your skills are so important, they're not. So nobody cares if you leave, and I know it's very harsh, but it's true. The fourth thing is that seek action points when you get a feedback. What essentially happens is, what happened with me was, I'll give you an incident, right? My boss would say, oh, this monthly update is not good enough, and then I would ask, okay, so what should I do? It's just not as we discussed. Okay, what should I do? It's just not what we discussed. And this continued for months because the monthly update was never good enough. But as a junior most in the team, I was also never told what I had to do to make it better. So please take actionable feedback. If somebody says it's not good enough and it's not what you've discussed with them, ask them again and again to tell you an email 3 things to be done for that XYZ task to get better. Please seek action points. Fourth, or is this the fifth point? Anyway, so the next point is that don't fall for blanket statements. I had this boss who'd gaslight me, and not just me, he gaslit many people, saying that, oh, you're not as good as XYZ person, or these people joined better than you and they're so much better. Don't get affected. It's just how people are. And me and other people I knew, a lot of girls were, their self-esteem was depleting because of this, and mine did too. Like my self-confidence was crushed. I literally thought I'm not good enough because I had somebody on my head telling me every week I'm not good enough without telling me how to get better. So don't take it to your heart. These are just blanket statements and people are how they are. The last point is that take a stand for yourself. And I've had these 2 people bully me, and reluctantly I took a stand because I was just too scared. One was at a very senior level, the other one was also at a senior level. So I was scared to take a stand, but I'm glad I did because it really helps. I know it can be a really scary place when you're new and you can feel hopeless and you don't want to make an issue or be dramatic or play politics, but it's important to take stand for yourselves in layman terms just so that person doesn't mess with you again. If there's any one takeaway that you could take from this, and if you had to ignore everything I've said so far, I will just say that people will keep changing, right? And I have seen behavior and tactics that I never thought are humanly possible, because I don't know if I am naive or if it's just me, but when I see my friends are really simple people. So I have never in real life dealt with things like politics and backstabbing, people being nasty, people being flat out mean. So it was a very big shock for me, and I was also stupid. Once I literally looked at my screen and kept crying because somebody was so mean to me. And imagine, like, that woman had a 2-year-old kid, but so you don't imagine somebody with that kind of maturity to even behave that way, but they do. And you cannot control that. The only thing that you can control is your reaction towards it. So just take everything with a pinch of salt, and when somebody is being mean to you, don't have to take it to heart. If somebody is being absolutely nasty, please raise the issue. It's fine. And that's it. I hope this helps you in your corporate journey, because if I would have known this earlier, it would have surely helped me. And if you've made it this far, means you definitely like something about this video. And very very unnecessary fun fact is that this is the first time that I'm taking a video from the back side of my phone, so it's like damn awkward to talk at a camera without looking at how am I looking. So I hope I've done a good job. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel. It literally takes a second and it really helps me and encourages me to make better videos. So yeah, and if you have something specific, please write in the comments about what you'd like to watch. Thank you. Have a nice day.